up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. Are you ready? We are going to unlock the secrets of our heroes. These are ones that are building companies, employing people, entertaining others. That's what this show's all about. And we've got an incredible lineup, as we always do. And there is no other place in the world that I would rather be than right here with the amazing heroes. Let me tell you who we have coming on later on. The co-founder of LifeLock sold his company to Symantec for $2.3 billion. Later on, we're going to have the co-founder of Cabbage. That's right. They provide small business access to combined startup cash. That's right. And thank you, too, for the feedback we continue to have from the late U.S. Senator John McCain that I interviewed. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. It is the only place where entrepreneurs align. All right, I am so excited. Are you ready for this? We have with us here, live in the studio, the CEO from a Fortune 500 global systems integrator. They do $7.1 billion in revenue. And that's Ken Lamneck, who is with the CEO of Insight Enterprises and can be reached at Insight.com. Ken, you're responsible for so much at your company and so many billions in revenue. First, I got to ask, what does it even feel like to be that?
It's a real privilege. To be a leader is a privilege and a great responsibility. And I'm fortunate to work with so many great people every day and so many great partners and clients. So it's an exciting time.
Share with us what's going on with the biggest trends that you're seeing in technology and how that's impacting businesses trying to keep pace with the changes, because it seems like the second we have any technology, it's already outdated.
Yeah, it's moving so quickly. And what we're finding is that what's interesting in the span that I've been in business is that every company is having to become an IT company. It's really their source of how they innovate, their source of differentiation, how they gain an advantage on their clients. They're looking to IT, information technology, to be that solution. So every company now has to embrace it, has to really move forward in it. So it's not just the back office type functions anymore. It's at the front of the business.
Tell us about Insight, because even though we've got a large audience listening right now and stuff, there may be some people out there that don't know really what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, so as a global systems integrator, we say our purpose as a company is to build meaningful connections to help our clients' businesses run smarter. So again, we love technology because we're in it, but our clients are looking again for it to be that advantage that they need. So we help clients, and we're global, so we can assist them in all geos around the globe. We actually service our clients in 190/countries/territories around the world, and we really provide the solutions and the services that they need to really come up with the solution for their business outcomes that they're looking for.
How long have you been the CEO?
Going on 10 years.
10 years. Incredible. And what was it when you started 10 years ago?
We're about $4 billion in sales. So, yeah, we've been able to grow pretty significantly, take advantage of the times.
Billions more.
Yeah.
What would you say is the greatest strength, though, of what the success has been in your career? First of all, becoming the CEO, which is a huge, big deal in itself, but then being able to grow it, because, it gets a little bit harder when you start reaching the billions.
Yeah, it's all about the team that you can put together. That's everything in our mind. We spend a lot of time focused on the leadership team that we can build, because that's our only limiting factor is the leaders that we have.
You're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. It is the only place where entrepreneurs align. And we have with us Ken Lamneck, the CEO of Insight Enterprise. You can reach him at Insight.com. And of course, we'll have the link on our website at Eliances.com, Eliances.com. And previously, you were the president of Aero Electronics. How did you make the transfer and to the position now of CEO of Insight?
Yeah, it was one of those situations where the company was looking to go to a different direction. Insight was, and they used a recruiting firm, and Fortunately, I was in that database, and they looked me up, and it really made sense to make such a great move for the company, and I've really enjoyed living in Arizona, and just a great opportunity to be in IT.
Tell me about how Insights evolved really to keep pace with the client needs.
Yeah, it's a constant battle that we face, of course, because as you said, David, the client needs are changing all the time. So we constantly have to stay on the forefront to make sure that we're really providing relevancy and value to our clients. So we've got teams of people, of course, who focus on that really understand the technology at a very deep level, and certainly the trends and outcomes that our customers are looking for.
How have things changed from when you started with the whole industry itself? Because it seems that, correct me if I'm wrong, but technology is getting faster and faster, and sharing information has never been faster than ever before.
Yeah. So the trend, of course, has been, I'd say, over the last 10 years is we're an on-premise world, meaning people bought their own infrastructure, and now we're, of course, seeing the likes of the cloud. So you looked at Microsoft Azure, you may have heard, where basically companies are finding it much more cost-effective to look at the cloud to be where they'll actually do their compute, where they'll do their storage. So it provides sort of a ubiquitous platform for all clients of all sizes. So that sort of subscription model or as a service is really becoming very, very relevant in the market every single day. But there's new technologies coming on the scene. Technologies like artificial intelligence, AI, which we've heard a lot about and have been in existence for many, many years, but only big companies could afford it. Now it's coming to the masses. The cost of making something intelligent is approximating zero. So every device, whether it be a consumer device, any device that we're interfacing with, is constantly being updated to have more and more technology and intelligence built into it.
Amazing. And Ken, you served in the U.S. military.
That's correct.
How and what have you learned from there that you have brought to the position now of being CEO of Insight?
Yeah, I was fortunate that I learned at a very, through the college years as well as 5 years into in the military, in the Army, was about servant leadership. So it's all about, how do you basically lead your troops? I would never do anything I would do everything that I would expect our troops to do. So a very hands-on business, and of course, as I've stated early, it's a real privilege to be able to lead people, and we take that very, very seriously.
As the CEO, again, I got to keep saying, a $7.1 billion company. Tell me what's in your office. Something unique in your office.
What you might find unique in my office is I actually have a little sort of stand-up bike that I actually use that actually has a little platform. So when I'm just doing emails and so forth, I'm always trying to find some way to get some exercise. So I can actually literally in the office be pedaling and doing some emails and certain type of meetings. So that might
you
be
never
a
have to
unique thing.
leave. Yeah, that's excellent. You
don't
never
have to
need to leave the office.
That's
with
right.
You've got exercise going in there and everything. That's great. Share with us too is we have a lot of parents out there that are listening, and they want their kids to be successful and to be able to excel. You do a phenomenal job. Right? You're employing. How many people do you guys even employ?
We employ about 7,500 people now.
7,500 people that you've now created these jobs for to be able to make a living and to be able to survive. Share with us what advice you would give to the parents that are listening now that say, you know what, I sure would like to be able to raise a child with the right skill set, right ethics and that, to be able to be a leader in the world like you.
Yeah, so I think as we're seeing more and more, education becomes more and more critical. It always has been, but it's becoming ultimately important because as we get more artificial intelligence, as we get more autonomous type things coming, a lot of the very sort of manual jobs that we saw in the marketplaces that exist today will no longer exist going in the future. So it's really important that people really put more and more of a premium on education going forward. So that's always been true, but it's going to be even more true going forward.
That's right. So make sure you continue to learn because we learn from you. That's right. Ken, your company has evolved and grown and continue to keep pace and serve its customers in the ever-changing digital landscape. That's a hero creating jobs. Ken Lamneck, the CEO of Insight. You can reach him at Untitled.com. And when we return, the co-founder of LifeLock. This is David Kogan with Eliances.